Hello everyone and welcome back to another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing a book that was actually recommended by one of my viewers, and he generously suggested that I try this book out, and I placed a hold on it and I read it and I enjoyed it, so now I want to share it with you. So the book in question I'm not going to hold up for the entirety of this video. I wish I had a way to prop it up, but I might not. This is my arm workout book. This is Genesis by Sebastião Selgado. So this is a photography book. It consists primarily, well, it is black and white photographs from this individual, Sebastião Selgado, and oh, this is big. Yeah, it just looks like this. So there's basic explanatory chapter headers, and things are kind of sorted into general regions, and we have this book, and it is big. So that is the first thing to note, is that this is a very large book. If you're placing a hold on it from your library, please note that it is rather thick, rather big. This was an arm workout, and as a result, I'm now going to set it down as I continue to talk about it. So I do not consider myself having an artistic eye, as in I'm not an art critic. I'm the kind of person who relies on the little signs they put next to the art pieces in museums to tell me what I should be looking for in the art. I would like to become more knowledgeable about it. I do enjoy reading about it, but I don't consider myself very well versed in art criticism or knowing what I'm looking at. That being said, I feel like with photographs, you could tell when someone is really good at photography, and you can tell that this man definitely has a passion for photography and is really good at what he's doing. The pictures are very, very interesting, and he's put them together, or someone has put them together, in this big collection called Genesis. And yeah, it's just very enjoyable to look at. You know, you're looking at the work of a master, someone who knows what they're doing. The work for this collection spans, as I said, from a wide variety of areas. It covers Antarctic and those islands and regions around, which if that section of the book interests you, I would also recommend the Antarctica book that I read. It was another photography book a little earlier. He also goes into areas such as the United States Southwest. He goes through Arctic regions in both Russia, the state of Alaska, and the Yukon Territory. He goes to Amazon and the regions in the Amazon, and he goes to places in Africa. And in these places, except for the places that are inhabited, I should say, he does photography of both the people, the culture, and the actual natural beauty of the place. So you get a good balance of both in the book. You get both if you're interested in the people or the culture or any aspects of that, or the way that life happens, you get those pictures, but you also are getting pictures of the natural landscape. This obviously doesn't hold for places like very remote areas in Alaska, where it's just basically aerial photography. As he mentions, it's very hard to hike into some of these places, or in the Antarctic, or in Antarctica, where there are no people, at least no permanent settlements in the places where he's visiting, so it's primarily penguins and seals and everything else that live down there, and the majestic power of nature that is photographed and put into this collection. This book, I should also add something so you do not make the same mistake I do. If you purchase it, I do not know where it's going to be, but there is a little booklet that comes with it. So this, which shows, it was just tucked in the back corner of my book because it was a library book, so I don't know if it comes separate or glued on the inside cover, or where this is if you were to purchase this copy, but it contains the information for each of the photographs and what you're looking at and what it means, which I found very, very helpful, because I was about 200 pages in and I was thinking it'd be interesting if there was a little explanatory note about what I'm supposed to be looking at, because there's no text in the book besides those paragraphs at the beginning of each chapter telling you what this section is vaguely about. So find this sooner than 200 pages like I did, and you will thank yourself, because it has a lot of interesting information and it just gives a little more context to the pictures that you're looking at. I feel like with photography books, getting them out of the library I'm a big fan of the library. It's a great way to expose yourself to a wide variety of stuff without the monetary commitment. It kind of provides an equal footing for everyone to access the same books. I think there's a lot of advantages to trying stuff out at the library, but with these photography books, especially ones that I feel like I would go back to, I would also maybe consider investing in a copy for myself, just because I feel like I could return to some of these photographs, and when I have to return to the library, I'm not able to do so, especially because this was an interlibrary hold, so I had to request it from another library somewhere else in my state, and they had to ship it to me. So if I wanted to get it out again, I would have to wait like 6 weeks or whatever for them to ship it to me, depending on how long they were taking, before I could enjoy the photographs again. So with these, and that's the thing with these photograph collections, is you're looking at them, but you're not just going to look at most of them once, because they're very well done photographs, and it's something that you would like to return to. So if you enjoy this, I would definitely recommend picking up a copy, and that's for a lot of photography books that I read, or books that are just like collections of photography. I definitely see a huge value in owning it and having the ability to return to the photographs in the future with a different light or with different experiences, to return to again. I took my time with this book. It probably took me a couple days. I decided I was not going to hold it and read it, so I actually just laid it down on the bed and then would flip through some pages with the little booklet once I found the booklet, and just enjoyed it. So it definitely took me many hours, a couple hours to get through. It's about 500 pages. Let's see, it's over 500 pages. So it is quite a bit of content. So that's another reason why you might want to purchase it. It'll take you some time to get through the pictures, especially if you're really looking at and digesting each picture. But I think that's kind of the beauty of it. Take your time with each picture. Each one is kind of a work of art, and it's a piece of the photographer's experience with the world that's kind of put on page. So take your time with each photograph. Don't be intimidated by the size. You kind of sink into the world as you are looking through it, and time goes by quickly. So definitely take your time with this, enjoy it, maybe pick up a copy of your own. Definitely to get it out of the library if you have the opportunity to do it, to kind of explore it. But yeah, this was a really fabulous book and I really enjoyed it. I'd probably give it a 4-star. Let me know if you've read or viewed any of the photographs by him, or if you have any other recommendations. I'd love to hear it. Other than that, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.